Okay, can we get started? Ready?
Then he should get on the side, that doesn't bother.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, call this meeting to order. Mr. Wyden, will you lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Take the roll, please.
Mayor?
Here.
Benefield? Brooks?
Here.
Freitag? Frizalone?
Here.
Gould? Hart? Moran?
Here.
O'Gallagher? Weigel?
Here.
And Eustace. You have a quorum.
Okay, we have a number of minutes to approve.
So moved.
Okay, move.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
At the executive committee meeting, minutes,
You got the 11th also, June 11th.
2/11,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Executive session minutes from June 11th?
Move.
Second.
All good. Any additional
Aye.
corrections? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any old business? No? Any other business? Under new business, public hearing for the Manhattan Arsenal Road overweight truck permit extension.
Move to go into public hearing. Second.
Motion second, take the roll please.
Mayor?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Freitag?
Yes.
Frizalone?
Yes.
Hart? Moran?
Yes.
O'Gallagher?
Yes.
Weigel?
Yes.
Eustace.
Okay. We're in public hearing. Any comments?
Move to close public hearing.
Okay.
Second.
Motion second, take the roll please.
Mayor?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Freitag?
Yes.
Frizalone?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Moran?
Yes.
O'Gallagher?
Yes.
Weigel?
Yes.
Eustace.
Yep.
You're up.
Okay, then we have the extension of the temporary overweight truck permits on Manhattan Arsenal Road.
So moved.
Your intermodal, move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Establishing a pharmaceutical take-back program between Will County and the village of Orland Park.
Move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Then we have adopting the Will County 5-year consolidated plan 2015 to 19 and the year 2015 action plan for the CDBG home and ESG program funds beginning October 1st, 2015.
Move. Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, we have a replacement hire for the Sunny Hill Nursing Home.
Move.
Move. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Under proclamations, Mr. Brooks.
We have two.
Mayor?
Go ahead. We have two. We have Providence. Is that
Baseball.
baseball team? Okay. Ray Miller gonna do that one, and then we have 25 years of the ADA, the independent living. We're gonna be doing a proclamation for that, celebrating that. Mr. Mayor and Denise Winfrey will be sharing that. Chuck will be reading that.
Okay. Any questions on the proclamation? Then move to approve the proclamation.
So moved.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. You know, next we have appointments. Before we do a motion, I do want everybody to know that the executive has forwarded 3 names at different times. He forwarded another one for this month. And I'm not moving it forward, and it has to do with the 911 board, or telephone board. And the reason I'm not moving it forward is because you know there's going to have to be consolidation. We don't know what the makeup of these boards are going to be. Or this board may just want to change the configuration of that. So I see these folks continue to serve because they're not being replaced. It's just a matter of waiting to see what this board wants to do with, if they have an interest in some reorganization of that board, or exactly what the consolidation program is going to be.
You're not in danger of falling short of quorum or anything like that?
No, they're still,
they continue to serve.
Right.
Okay.
They're not gone. They
Well,
just
there's
continue
one
to
that's an
serve.
actual replacement because Romeoville had a new chief.
But
So
they
I think
can-
that was
but
the
they
only
can
one that,
But they'll have a point. They can still business as usual without it. And the other two, I think they're already sitting on the board. Is that right, Jim?
They're sitting
They're
there.
still
It's just
sitting.
the one. It's the
Right, it's
Romeo
just
bill.
the one.
And even that, was that a new appointment, or was that
It's to replace the chief that was there.
to fill that term, remaining of
Yes.
that term, or was it a new term?
No, it was to actually replace,
I mean, that one we
yes,
could-
remainder.
That one we can look at for the remainder.
That one I would like for us to look at.
That one, if it's a remainder of a term,
It's a remainder of a term.
then we can appoint that.
And he's, yeah, because he is coming, but he's not a voting member, and we do have sometimes issues on committees of not having quorums.
Okay, well, that one, I would ask maybe the county executive's office to bring that back, then maybe we'll bring that one forward.
Is anyone here? Hello?
No. Anastasia?
I'll communicate that.
Okay, so what we'll do is if that was to finish
That was the finish.
the remainder, or it was an appointment to an existing term, then we'll bring that one forward.
Okay.
Otherwise, it could inhibit our ability to do reorganization of that board. And I do think we should take a hard look at it, so, if the Romeoville Police Chief, we'll bring that one forward.
Jim, she's gonna actually check and make sure it confirms the remainder so that,
We're not passing something we shouldn't. Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
99.9% sure.
That way
Because
we
there
could
was
just-
in my,
and then that way we can just have have him bring it back forward. It'll be easier for Anastasia.
We did reorganize this, and I'll tell you why, having the experience of reorganizing this board in the past, where we were actually reducing some of the membership, and it was certainly a total different configuration. There was fewer call center representation, there was more general.
She's gonna pull the paperwork.
There was some general people at large. There was one for police, one for fire. They called for dispatch. When we reorganized it, we had to leave everybody who had already been appointed on until their terms ran out. So once you appoint them, you can't say, well, we reorganized, now you're off. So it's better that we know if we're going to reorganize before we reappoint.
Question, was that the police chief or?
It was fire chief.
Fire chief. Okay.
And like I said, I don't have any problem. I mean, there's no problem appointing. I just want to create any new existing terms.
Okay.
She's getting paperwork right now.
Okay.
Before we approve the agenda, because maybe then it can go on the
Yes.
agenda.
Yeah, she'll pull it. She's looking for it right now.
We can do the committee reports and have her come back.
So we can hold off approving the appointments until she finds the paperwork, Jim, if you want to do the
Committee report.
do the committee reports.
Yeah, we'll get into committee reports. Tom, I think you're up first.
There's 6 zoning cases and 4 resolutions.
Any questions for Tom?
They voted down the cell tower in Frankfort Township. I don't know if you're aware of that. Is that okay with you?
Well, here's what it is. It's okay with me. It's okay with me, but I don't know if we had how much standing in the law we're going to have, but that's fine. A lot of people show up.
Only just a few residents, but
It's actually not, it's in an unincorporated area on Route 30 about 82nd Avenue.
It's a representative.
I know they had a change of guard, that's why we were.
it was a.
Because
it's a
one
narrow
says
the
lot.
term
They
expires
needed
March
variance
6
to
of
make it a
16.
lot smaller.
March, then that's.
Yeah.
when-
So you're replacing him until March of 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll bring that name. What's the name there?
Name is Kenneth Rowe.
You want to make a motion?
Yeah, let's make a motion.
You made a
Yes, sir.
motion to include him on the
Yes.
appointment list? Okay. All right. So then I will ask for the appointments to be approved as amended.
So moved.
Move.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Get back to Tom. Yeah, I agree, Tom. There's a number of these narrow, almost flag type lots.
I know. No, I thought you said.
We're good to turn it down. There's no fault. No. Okay. So, okay with me.
And
We're still waiting to hear from Bowling Brothers on that property with the junkyard. They want to put a building up, but they have some
Well,
problems. They need
you
to
know
get a
what?
permit
I
from Bowling
think we
now
should take
for
a-
an rodent.
And I think I do think we should take a few minutes to discuss that. Yeah, I think we gave them, because that comes back. This will be the 60 days, we'll come back for this meeting. So we'll be back next Thursday. Me personally, I think we should deny him. He hasn't come into compliance, we've given him a lot of time to come into compliance. Sounds like he has the resources to come into compliance, he just refuses to do it.
And it's not
Well,
business.
they
It's not
want
business.
to, he's investigating putting up a building, but he needs to get a permit from Bolingbrook to have an entrance.
Well-
So he may ask for another extension.
Well, I'm just telling you,
It's a personal use of industrial zoning is what he's looking for, and it's not a business, not at all.
I personally would leave it on. I'm just saying what I would do.
Yeah.
The board,
I'm
the
with
board,
you 100%.
the board can, you can decide, but I think we've given them ample time.
Yes.
To,
Or 30 days.
The real
come in-
question
to
is,
to come into compliance. And if you don't come in, if you're not coming in compliance prior to us giving you the variance, or we have a little leverage, what happens after we don't have any leverage at all?
You said?
I think it would be just to turn it down, but you
Question.
should decide. Go ahead.
question, I mean, when this came before us before, there were several things that he was asked to do. Did any of those get done? He was going to remove inoperable vehicles. He was going to get licensed those vehicles that were operable. The building was not, I mean, it was part of a discussion, but those other things are doable without going to Bolingbrook. So from my vantage point, I want to hear what he's done or hasn't done.
In the land use department, we'll perform an inspection before county board to take a look at the property and see if there's been any changes. What I can say is we did meet with the applicant and his attorney to discuss constructing a building on the property. I know that he has spoken with some professional engineers and architects to at least begin those steps. The frontage road that he is on is under the jurisdiction of Bolingbrook, so they will need.
Well, they can't deny him entrance. I mean, you know, they can give him a hard
He has
time.
an entrance,
They
but they'll
can't.
still need to get approval from them as part of the construction process. My recommendation with this case is that there is a special use permit, and then there's also two variances. One variance is for the lot width, the other one is for an existing fence. We don't know how long the existing fence has been there. My recommendation would be if you were to deny his request, that you approve the variance for lot width and the variance for the fence height.
But you're just bringing it into compliance, right?
Right. Because
You're-
that way, if the
of
variance.
existing conditions, I would agree with
Correct.
that.
If the variance for lot width was approved and he decided, yes, I will build a building, then he can get the building permit to build that building.
Yeah.
But if the variance for lot width is denied, he will not be able to get a building permit.
If we do that, we give him the special use permit, then does he
No, the
get?
variance.
No,
No,
not
the
the
variance.
variance.
No,
Denied.
special use.
Just the
Just the
variance.
Just the variance.
Right.
So he
That's
can't
fine.
continue to do what he's doing with.
No, he'll have to build the building and move the material inside the building or remove everything from the site.
You still have to come into compliance.
He's still got a permit.
Yeah, yes.
The variance is just because there's existing conditions that.
And there's a
And then
court order
what-
in place, so it's not like we have to go back through
Right.
the violation process. It could take 6 months. He's already been in trial. There was a court order. We would just call him back up into court.
I would like a report from you guys on exactly what was removed, what wasn't, and if they were licensed, because those were the minimal things that he was supposed to get done.
I will have a full report for everyone by next Thursday.
I think
So
actually.
what's
Can we get
the
it
base
the day
zoning there
before?
right
Sure.
now?
2 days before.
I'm sorry, what did you say that?
Is this zone industrial right now?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
But the frontages aren't right.
But the frontage isn't right now.
And do we allow personal use of industrial zoning?
Well,
See that one?
it's a gray area. It's a gray area.
Okay.
Great.
All right. I know
But the
enough.
point is, there's violations. He
The
hasn't
point
come-
is he has
He
outdoor
hasn't come into
storage.
compliance.
It's not allowed without a special use permit, and some of the outdoor storage is unlicensed and operable vehicles, which unless he's zoned junkyard, he cannot have outside.
And it looks like a junkyard,
He either has to clean it up or move everything inside.
and he hasn't.
Exactly.
I just went by to check this out. So,
Mike, do you know if there's further status date with the court?
I believe that there is written in the court order.
Okay.
If not, I can follow up with the state's attorney's office, and I'll include that in my report.
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, right. Anything else, Tom?
No.
Okay. Next is,
Finance.
finance.
And we have
three pieces of business. We're appropriating some funds into the sheriff's budget, transferring funds into the veterans assistance budget, and we're authorizing the county executive to execute delinquent tax documents.
We also had the tax abatement.
Tax abatement was tabled as well.
Oh, we did.
That's on the first thing on page 4.
Got the wrong sheet.
It should be on the draft agenda
Yeah.
as well.
Well, that'll be
Yep.
removed from table. Was it tabled or?
Yes, it was tabled at county board.
To Mike Hanson, the attorney representing the applicant, and they may be requesting, because Julia has yet to act, maybe request this be put over to the August or September meeting. So I told them that was going to be requested, to submit it to the county executive copy of the board.
City Joe, they still haven't taken action on this.
That's my understanding.
Are they the last ones you know?
Well, that's the one that I think we were waiting for. It's within the city.
Well, they were supposed to go through, and I think in the last conversation, they were supposed to have all other taxing bodies, is how our abatement.
Well, I think that we basically never asked all taxing bodies to participate. We know very often schools will not participate. But we have asked those for the municipality, like the zoning authority or planning authority, to participate.
I thought it was more than that in writing, but I know, I'll check.
It's municipality. It's just the municipality. Because we know these other districts, for many reasons, sometimes just cannot participate. No. So, are you going to untable it? Are you going to remove it if he's not ready? I would just remove it if he's not ready, by the way. If they want to go to September, just remove it?
Yeah, he's not ready.
And just bring it back to finance.
Well, let's wait until see if we have a response by the
Before
board
the meeting?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would remove it, Mike, and then remand it back to finance, so you know it stays on the agenda.
So right now, is it put, Beth, did you say it's put back on the agenda right now?
It is on the
It
agenda.
is on the agenda.
Because it was tabled at county board, it
Correct.
automatically goes back.
So
on
it
the
automatically
next-
goes back, so it is back on.
Yes, it
So
is.
we
It's
want-
item number 2 under the finance.
If they're not ready.
If they're not ready, we're gonna table it.
Well, if they don't want to come back till September, remove it, remand
Remand it
it
back
And then
to
put it
finance.
back on.
Remand it back to
Back to the-
finance, so it
okay.
stays on the agenda.
Okay.
Okay. That way it stays on the agenda.
Right.
So it's moving forward again when they're ready. Okay, any questions for finance? Public Works? Anything going on in Public Works that anybody wants to discuss?
There's 6 resolutions, no controversy. Any questions?
You ready?
Just spend that Public Works. Okay. Judicial Committee, anybody, there's no business, but anything on the
Didn't have
Judicial
it.
Committee?
Didn't have
They did
it.
not meet.
Didn't meet.
No.
Right.
Okay, Public Health and Safety, Judy?
We just have one for renewal of diabetic supplies for Sun Health.
Any questions for Judy? You know, well, I'll wait till we get to capital, because it's about legislative. Suzanne, you have anything?
No, because we are not going to meet this month. We're not going to meet on Tuesday, but I did want to do something a little different. I was going to throw out there. I was going to, no surprises. I was thinking it'd be something different where there's a few of us that are going over to NACO, and maybe we can all just kind of add in a couple things of what we took away from our conference. If we can do that
Yep.
before our report,
Yep.
that would be
Yep.
a good idea.
Yep. Okay. Very good. Any questions for Ms. Hart? Okay. Capital?
Nothing at this time.
You know, one there, John Cicero, are you out there yet, John?
He is.
Okay. There he is
He's
in
always
the
in the
back,
back,
okay. Asked me today about, as we engage in the capital needs of the health department, how can his board and this board put some good lines of communication? he didn't know if I don't know if I gave him a really good answer. I said probably the two committees that they should be engaged with is health and capital. But I am actually going to kind of throw it out just for suggestions. How do you have any, what is the best way for the health department, which has a separate health board, and certainly, and that communication should include the executive's office. So, any thoughts?
Well, first thing you have to do is quit going to the back of the church. You have to sit up
That's right,
front
sit
with
in that
Lauren.
front pew,
You have to sit in the front pew. Quit going to the back of the church.
One of the things that we mentioned was that we do have two members of the county board that sit on the Board of Health, Joe Babbage and Don Gould. I can certainly connect with them and they can be liaison between the two boards and bring back information that takes place at your committees to the Board of Health. We could invite any members of either health or capital to a future Board of Health meeting if you wish for a discussion. I just want to make sure that it's just not myself, the only person having dialogue and discussion.
Who's the president of your board?
It's John Hines.
John Hines. I mean, I think somebody that maybe, I think you should maybe have a liaison outside of a county board member, in my opinion. And then maybe would communicate, whether it's the president of your board or they appoint somebody. You do represent the health department, you
Correct.
represent the boards.
I can mention at their next meeting, which is set in August, perhaps how they would like to handle it. Maybe it's either the president, a small committee that's chosen to participate. Perhaps they could attend either health or capital at the right meeting when it's on the agenda. Remember, we're going to start with
Your report, I mean.
a report that's going to come hopefully within a month.
And that and somebody from the board would come with you to give the report.
We could do that.
I would think that would be, well, occasionally your board members have come to the county board and engaged with us for one reason or another.
Probably been a while.
It's been a while. I think it's been a while, but.
What's the frequency of your meetings, John?
They meet monthly, however, there is no meeting scheduled in July. But after that, then it's monthly.
And they're open meetings, they're open.
They're open meetings, correct.
Yeah.
Third Wednesday of the month.
I mean, actually, I don't think I've been to one of the meetings for about the last 15 years. Actually,
You're always welcome.
but I'm throwing it out. For right now, I think communicating with the health committee and capital committee are probably the two committees I would say to communicate with. And if anyone has any ideas how to structure a good communication network. And of course, the executive's office is part of that too. So we just have to figure out how to best communicate. Yeah, if I could.
I think I really like the idea of working with the health community, our committee, and having your liaison meet with them until it's ready to go to Capitol at the point that we're talking about the building, unless that's the conversation that's being had every meeting you have, which is possible.
Start that, right.
So, but at least setting up maybe an opportunity for a monthly report to our health committee on kind of an executive summary of the kind of things that you have going on, so that lets us know and hear.
I'd be glad to talk with
Chairman
Ogala about maybe a mechanism and a plan.
Have you gone to any of their meetings?
No, I couldn't go though, but.
I think it would be a good idea.
When I went last month, and John gave me a big tour, we went and discussed all these things. What I asked to do is I said, I'd like us to start creating a thing where you come monthly and give us updates.
Exactly.
So, my whole thing is with public health and safety, I want to try and make it more informational than just talking about an issue or renewing things. So I've been trying to work with the different departments that kind of are under my category and work with them one at a time. So I went from Sunny Hill, kind of do that a little bit continued, but then I've now moved to the health department, so it's kind of perfect timing, so.
Okay, well, we're gonna work on this then, John. For now, health committee, and I do think, I do think maybe, John, you should, at some point, when you give a presentation to the whole board and really talk about all the aspects of the health department.
Certainly.
I say, I think we think in silos, you know.
Sure.
When I had to have food inspections, I thought you were just a bunch of inspectors. Giving me a hard time, right?
Sure.
You know, but you know what I'm saying. So I think it's however you relate to. If you have a septic system, you're the guy who should come out and make sure that the septic's working.
I can provide maybe a 15-minute overview. Would you like that at executive, at the full
I'd actually like
board?
to do it in front of the whole board, actually.
Okay.
You know,
We can plan on that.
you know, we'll give you 15 minutes. At a
You
board
want that for
meeting.
August?
Okay.
August, yeah, well,
For
in August, we'll give you 15 minutes.
Okay.
Does that sound good? That sound good to everyone?
Yeah.
Fine.
Be part of your committee.
Yeah, we'll put
We'll
it
do
under
it, we'll do it
Judy's.
through, Ms. Ogala's, committee, so it'll be under her committee report.
Okay.
Right? Okay, all right. Thanks, John. Okay, executive committee, is there any questions for me on any items here, John? Okay, then I will entertain a motion to set the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Second.
Vote, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Any comments by the public today? Any comments by elected officials? Any comments by board members? Hearing none, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Did you make, well, North Carolina,
Yeah.
Yeah.